ZBCN, the ultimate AI-based PayFi and RWA project with ISO compliance and SOC 2 compliance as well. This is one of the projects that is very undervalued in the space, and a lot of people aren't paying attention to it, in my opinion, compared to other projects that are much higher in market cap or also in the RWA sector as well. People are very bullish on Ondo, and people are very bullish on projects like XRP, XLM. Very great projects, very successful projects. But I think ZBCN is the underdog, the undervalued underdog here, and has the potential for massive upside in the future, especially when the Clarity Act bill passes or when it finally does go live. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a fantastic breakdown of the Clarity Act and how it ties into ZBCN's future success, being the ultimate payment rail in the future for the traditional finance system, corporate investors, enterprise investors, institutional investors, and how it all will benefit ZBCN as we see the market change from a bear market, terrible market conditions, to once again being bullish, to once again going into a bull run. So this is from the content creator Keith D. This video went extremely viral, and he's breaking down the Clarity Act here. $100 trillion to $600 trillion. That's what happened the last time a bill like the Clarity Act passed. So in the past, a bill similar to the Clarity Act passed, and that industry, I'm assuming it's the stock market, went from $100 trillion to $600 trillion. Right now, the crypto market is less than $3 trillion, okay? We're so early, and what is retail investors doing at this current moment, right? Retail investors not paying attention to the space. They're not here. We're in a net negative of retail interest. I'm sure you see this this colored line here that is going down compared to 2019. It's even lower than 2019's interest, right? It's way below this white line here. And this is an older chart. And it's, the market has just gotten worse and worse in recent times, right? So these are the times you should pay attention to crypto. These are the times you do the opposite of everyone else, when everyone thinks this space is a scam, etc. And you make your bets, you invest in projects, great altcoins, like a ZBCN, you hold and be patient for the liquidity floodgates to be opened. So it created entire industries, and it also led to the 2008 crisis. As we could see, 400,000 impressions for this. Let's take it back from the start and dive into it, guys, because this is valuable information that benefits all crypto holders, especially if you're holding altcoins with ISO compliance. Let's take a look.
This bill could trigger the same kind of financial explosion that created over 500 trillion in completely new markets in the early 2000s. And just like last time, this could also be the setup for what ended up becoming a complete disaster for the average person. Now, what is happening with the Clarity Act is not just about new regulation. This is a complete reset of the definition of cryptocurrency, blockchain, and the role that it plays within the traditional financial system. To explain a little bit about why what is happening with the Clarity Act is so important, let me take you back to something that happened 25 years ago.
So, as he stated here, 25 years ago, there was a bill that was passed similar to the Clarity Act. And when that happened, it was the greatest wealth, one of the greatest wealth transfers to take place, but also one of the most devastating things to take place, especially for the average person. So we're in a spot right now. The average person is not paying attention to crypto. They've been burnt 5 years. The last great alt season was 5 years ago, 2021. And, this previous bull run was one of the weakest, the worst bull runs. Then there's projects that, like ZBCN, has never seen a bull run, doesn't have bag holders from previous cycles. All of the supply is fully unlocked, which also has buyback from their card referral programs. It has buybacks as well. Long-term holders, diamond hands, short-term holders. But the supply is mostly in the hands of people that will create a supply-demand squeeze, right? And then you toss on top of that the potential for the liquidity floodgates to be open, lower interest rates, a new Fed chair, right? And also a much more less restrictive asset class when it comes to liquidity. More flows in risk-on assets and liquidity. I think ZBCN is set up for a massive future, guys. I think a potential for a massive upside with ZBCN is very possible. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I see a high probability for success here. Let's continue.
Back in the early 2000s, the U.S. passed a law that no one cared about at the time. It was called the Commodity Futures Modernization Act of 2000. Most people did not read it. Most people did not understand it. Most people did not care at all. But the thing is that one bill opened the floodgates for an asset class called derivatives. And from that point forward, that market went from being around $100 trillion to being over $600 trillion in the coming decade.
So in a 10-year time span, a market, an asset class, went from $100 trillion, okay? Picture that into your mind. Put these numbers into your mind real quick. $100 trillion to $600 trillion, okay? What is the crypto market at right now? Let's take a look, man. Oh my goodness. Things are about to get crazy. It's about to be... People aren't going to call crypto a scam anymore. The amount of people that are going to get rich, because this was my first bull run. 2023 to 2024 was my first official bull run. I caught the tail end of the 2021 cycle. I caught the tail end of it. So I don't really count it, okay? Because I wasn't here in 2019, 2020. Got in around, 2021 going into 2022, So I never really saw a full bull run take place from the start to the finish. And what we're about to experience in the next bull run is going to be the one that all of a sudden, if you mention crypto, people are going to be happy to talk about it. They're not going to think scam anymore. Because they're going to know so many people that they heard them speak about crypto and they ignored them. They didn't pay attention. All of a sudden, the tides will shift because it's going to get so crazy. 2.36 trillion market cap. That's the total market cap of the crypto space at this current time. Okay? And the bill that was similar to the Clarity Act that is about to pass took the markets from 100 trillion to 600 trillion, and the crypto market is at 2.36 trillion right now. It's a baby. It's not even a baby. It's still in the mom's womb right now. It's like 4 months pregnant, right? The mom is 4 months pregnant. It's so early. It's insane, man. Let's continue the video. Let's close this out.
And this helped to make the US the center of global finance. This created entire industries, and it also created the financial weapons that led to the 2008 crisis. Now, why am I telling you this? Because the Clarity Act could play the exact same role in crypto right now.
Did you hear that? The Clarity Act could play the exact same role, could do the exact same thing. 100 trillion to 600 trillion, and the crypto market is at 2.36 trillion right now. Isn't that some crazy? maybe next bull run we get to 100 trillion. Oh my God. Maybe the next bull run we get to 100 trillion from where we're at right now. It's possible.
This is basically crypto's version of that 2000 derivatives bill. It takes this chaotic, gray market financial system and gives it clear definitions and rules. And whenever you give rules to a chaotic financial market, capital will flood in.
The liquidity floodgates will be open. Fantastic video here from the content creator Keith D, as I stated. You can watch it, the full video on YouTube. Here's the X account. You guys could take a look, go to the X account, then you'll see the YouTube channel. I think if you search Keith D on YouTube, you'll also find the YouTube channel as well. But again, guys, ZBCN right now sitting at 202271, just under $228 million in market cap. Again, I think this project, again, right under ISO compliance as well. Open the link right here. You see it under the coin market cap tags. I think ISO compliant projects are going to benefit the most, or be one of the sectors that are one of the top benefactors of the liquidity floodgates being open. Because when you have regulatory compliance, and the Clarity Act's goal is to create a regulatory framework, so it's easier for the institutions, traditional finance, regular folks, massive investors, small investors, everything in between, makes it easier for them to invest. The first place they're going to look to is projects that already have some type of regulatory compliance, right? ISO standard, ISO compliant projects. ZBCN falls right in there. Obviously, you're bullish on XRP, XLM, HBAR, QNT. ZBCN is also a project to be bullish on, in just my opinion, right? Recently up 12% in the last 7 days, having a bit of a pullback now, but the future is looking very bright here. So this is Poseidon Crypto, ZBEC 2026, PayFi just went nuclear, final unlock is done. This wheel, the blueprint, second by second payroll, instant global stablecoin transfers, crypto cards, super app rewards, institutions, RWAs, DeFi flow in real time, legacy finance is toast. ZBCN holders are eating the dip and eating the future. We're eating the banking system. So stablecoins, cross-border payments, DeFi, RWAs, institutions, enterprises, neobanks, super apps. You have to add AI as well. Remember, they have officially dived into the AI field as well. So like always, guys, as I said before, I think even 100,000 ZBCN is a great investment to make. And again, you're not going to overinvest with an amount like that. It's an amount that I would think the average person could afford. That's only $227, $227. I think the upside here is going to be great. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed, but I think ZBCN has a higher probability for success, right? So as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Follow me on X, join my Discord, and subscribe to my Clips channel. Supporting those links really helps me out. So if you really want to support the channel, I don't have any paywalls or anything like that. Just support those links, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next.